What's up, soul travelers? Blessings and welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. We're having a little fun here with our fairy outfit. Yes, we are into the Halloween vibe around here. If you can't tell already, I'm starting to change things up a little bit. So look for some more changes. We're going to be getting into a reading today on my birthday, as it were. So happy birthday to me. We're using the Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards, and we're going to tap in and see what the main message is. We'll then get into the consort to those cards, which is a Witch's Kitchen card, and see what's coming out to give us clarifiers for all of that. We'll then tap into the Light Seers Tarot to get even more clarity around what may be going on for us today. How are you guys doing out there? Do you guys enjoy Halloween? And what are some things that you enjoy doing, like learning more about full moons and rituals and baths and, how to hold ceremonies and things like that, crystal grids? If any of those are of interest to you, let me know, because I want to do some videos on those things and give you guys some advice, protection, and all that you can use, all right? And then we're going to get some messages from our Forest Fae energy cards. And then, of course, at the end of all of our readings here, we will get some love messages, and those are going to come from the Lovers Oracle cards today, so do stick around to the end for that. Guys, these are general readings, so do bear in mind that they may not resonate with everyone. Do take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Now, if you do want a personal reading, reach out to me at venusianways.org. Also, get your protection in place, guys. We have these amazing blessing bundles that are available in both the smoke and smokeless versions, and there are 3 different types. 1, 2, that is sure to please everyone. All right, let's get this sitting up here. All right, now let's bring in the energy so that we can get this reading going, shall we? All right, and thank you to the angels, ancestors, way showers, guides. We honor you for your wisdom. Show us what we need to know. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax. Beautiful. Guys, you are so amazing. Thank you so much for all of your continued support through your likes, comments, shares, donations. Do hit the subscribe and bell notification if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of the videos, all right? So, just so you guys know, I was really busy today. I didn't really get a chance to relax on my birthday, and that's because I have a client tomorrow for hypnotherapy. Yes, they are coming here though, and I had to get all of my stuff together. It's a little different if you're doing it over Zoom or something like that, but I didn't really have my place completely together yet. So this is exciting. We're already getting going in a good direction, all right, with all of this. So beautiful. And if you would like to check me out, happymediumhypnosis.com, also on Google under the same name, Happy Medium Hypnosis. All right, what's coming out for the collective? Well, a couple of things wanted to come out, but certainly we've got some moon and cyclical energy coming out here. Now, we have just come out of Mercury retrograde, but you could have just ended some important cycles. 333 coming up here today, and interesting with those triple sisters, the triple goddess energy coming out here, all right? So this is that full connection, understanding yourself, on all levels, and perhaps, again, transcending a cycle that you had been stuck in perhaps for a while. Yule and rebirth, absolutely. Coming out here today with that energy, it's almost like a baby being reborn. It's like you're rediscovering a part of yourself that perhaps you had lost. Wand and intention, yes, you're learning exactly what you need to do, how to use your energy more wisely, all right? So that rebirth energy perhaps could be you learning how to keep yourself, your energy in the right place, and how to be aware of, your words, because they are your wand. And what are your intentions? Let's take a look at the moon and cycles. Now, moon can also indicate that there could be something hidden, if you will. So that's something to be aware of as well. We're going to find out here. All right, so moon and cycles. Open up to your receptive feminine side. Your emotions are ruled by the moon phases. Harness the moon's energy and understand her phases for your magical work. Work in conjunction with the triple goddess. So this is you needing to, and we were just talking about that, you know, full moons and new moons and all of that. How can we use the energy of the moon cycles to our advantage? And there's absolutely ways you can do that, like with full moons, you know, that's the time when we're meant to harvest. The new moons is when we're meant to use our intentions, right? So when we learn how to use these cycles, if you will, like the Yule, you know, that's winter cycle, if you will, right? That's not a time where a lot of growth is happening, but you're learning when to take advantage of the cycles in the right way, or at least you need to. And again, if you're interested in that, let me know. Put it down in the comments below. I'll certainly put a video up in regards to how to use the moon cycles with your intentions, with what you're wanting to create. Let me know exactly what it is that you're wanting. All right, let's read this a little further. I can't see, so let's bring the light down. All right, so it says, here is the spell that you can say with this card for this week to help bring in that energy of your knowing, that connection with the moon, that feminine side that helps to nurture and create everything that you're trying to intend, you know, or create with that wand energy, right? But it might not be the right time to, you know, manifest something. So it's very important for us to look at the moon cycles, especially we can look at the next one that's coming up. Full moon in Aries, I believe it is. Yeah, going to be a very fiery one, it sounds like. All right, so drink of the moon on this fine night with a loving heart and open sight. Aware of the cyclical ways, be at one with every phase. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. All right, so have we been learning much more about, you know, how important it is to be careful what we wish for? Perhaps that could be the energy coming out here today. And maybe that's why we're in this phase, in this cycle, if you will, of this rebirth. You know, and rebirth would be that new moon energy, and with that intention, you know, like we were talking about, that would be the time to plant those seeds. And so you would be ready to manifest, you know, as you're holding your intention throughout the moon cycle. When the full moon comes, you should be able to see some reaping, some kind of, you know, like you'll get some sort of sign that things are happening. It may not be the full manifestation, but you'll know that it's because of what you're doing that it's helping to bring things about. It's like the sign of land that, you know, Florence Scovel Shinn talks about in The Game of Life and How to Play It. It's the sign of land when you've been asking for something and believing and holding your faith, and you don't get the full thing. You get like a part of it or something related to it, but it's your sign. It's to say stay hopeful. All right, you just got to wait for those cycles to come through. Cinnamon and reignite. Interesting. So this is you know, again, figuring out how to use those cycles to your advantage to reignite that power. Cinnamon may be something that you could be using in your magical work too. It actually is very good to use for many reasons, but it is good for your heart from a physical perspective. Cinnamon rolls I see here as well. Yeah, and you know, apple cider, a lot of people like to drink that this time of the year with like a cinnamon stick in it. So some of you may be doing that. Lemon and bitterness. So maybe needing to cut some of that bitterness. You know what is really good is like mixing lemonade and maybe some cinnamon in it. Ooh, that sounds like that could be nice. Has anybody ever done something like that before? garlic and repel. So there's definitely some energy here of protecting yourself, being aware of your own energy, all right, at this time, especially not being bitter perhaps over something, you know, that didn't work out. The cycle came to an end, and maybe somebody, you know, did try to reignite that or whatever. Bay leaves and abundance, time and courage. Interesting. So, you know, when I'm looking at all of this, you know, bay leaves, that is something that you can use to manifest on as well. You can actually take a bay leaf, take a black marker, like a permanent marker, and then think about your intention. You know, it's really important that you connect with what it is that you're wanting, really feel it, you know, connect with that energy of having it, and then write it on the bay leaf, you know. And then another way that you can then afterwards is burn that bay leaf so that that's then released into the ethers, so that spirit can then pick up on the energies of what it is that you're trying to bring in, all right? Because I see you working on bringing in some good things, you know, maybe not trying to go back to the past and that reignite energy perhaps. Yeah, taking a lot of courage and time perhaps too, you know, to move through these cycles, to like get the hang of it and sort of figure out what's been going on perhaps, right? How you can get back on track. But you're starting to understand that, you know, within all of us, it's what it comes down to is our ability, you know, to add that pizzazz, to put that energy into what it is that we're trying to grow. This, again, is a cycle of you understanding how important it is for you to hold your intention, not to lose faith, right? Not to get bitter about the fact that maybe your, you know, manifestation hasn't come in yet. But what did you ask for? Was it something huge? You know, sometimes it takes a lot of different moving parts to come together, if you will. Reignite. What is this energy telling us? We have Eight of Swords in reverse and Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is definitely an energy of you focusing on what it is that you really want. You know, again, not being stuck up in your head, perhaps about a situation around love that was trying to come back around. You know, that was the cycle that was maybe somebody else's intention, but not yours, all right? 12-12 I see coming up on the timer. But I see this as an energy of you not wanting to be confused. You know, you wanting to be able to have your heart open and be able to manifest, you know, in pleasing ways. And the only way we can do that is when we, you know, turn away from 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe run away from these 10 of Swords energies. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. I don't know, that song came up. Anyway, we have Four of Swords and Chariot in reverse. Definitely somebody is trying to keep you in this state, or you are just needing to be aware of moving out of this state. Again, with the bitterness, we have the Four of Swords energy. This is a resting energy. And, you know, not moving forward at this time and not, you know, moving in this energy particularly. You know, we definitely want to heal any past hurts that we've dealt with, you know, because again, this is going to keep us stuck. Absolutely. We've got to do some cord cutting ceremony perhaps. And, you know, moon energy is a good time. Speaking of cycles, if you really want to break these energies perhaps of the past, that I did this actually last night with a carnelian, and I listened to a cord cutting type of, you know, ceremony, and I allowed that, you know, I visualized, I saw that energy being cut. I was able to take that, you know, machete, knife, whatever it is you want to take, and just axe, just cut it, get her done. Get yourself unstuck. Hangman in reverse, right? Nobody's got time for that. And that maybe that's what is going to bring in your abundance too. Doing this cord cutting ceremony, releasing yourself of this connection. 1414 I just saw on the timer. You can look up the significance of that and maybe put it down in the comments for other people. I feel like the truth is, you know, you've seen what the past has brought you, and I don't think you want to have any more to do with that, is what I see here. Yeah, you're like, this cycle is done. I'm turning my back on this devilish energy. Yeah, devil coming out. Absolutely. No longer being stuck to that kind of energy. Four of Wands, all right? You know, you can do very well by yourself, just as well as you can with somebody else, but you definitely don't want to do it with a dishonest person, and you definitely don't want to, you know, kid yourself that this has been nothing but constant struggle, you know, bickering back and forth, but just, you know, difficult energy and overall to deal with. And it's not something that I feel, I know I don't want to deal with any past devil energy. You know, I'd rather take my chances on something new. Thank you very much. All right, so what is going on here? This cycle is over, is what I see. Nobody's going to be stuck any longer. Nobody's sticking baby in the corner, all right? The Numina says, seek inspirations in twilight wanderings. Interesting. So maybe I got an energy of maybe you're looking through something and, you know, just in your investigation, if you will, you find something that's very helpful for you to be able to end this cycle and to, you know, be sure about perhaps the decisions that you've made. Owl Song says, whisper secrets to the moonlight, find strength and stillness. So definitely with this moon energy, two of them coming out now with this twilight wanderings, as well as, and with the full moon coming up, you know, that's when you can really do that because it's so illuminated. But this is a time that, you know, this is going to help you when there's no other energies around affecting you. The antlers always speak to, you know, being able to catch all that wisdom of spirit and God, and owls are absolutely messengers. And if you see an owl, that's definitely going to be very, very important for you. This message is definitely for you. So be aware, especially if this is a cycle of someone perhaps coming back around. You know, you don't want to deal with that energy any longer, for sure. Let's see what love has to say for us. Love energy for this reading, please. Here we are. So it says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. That could be where that bitterness and lemon energy is all about. Love and accept each other as you are. Yeah, you know, 1717 coming up on the timer. Could be just a lot of, you know, try not to play into that talking bad about each other. That could be why we were seeing that energy of the bitterness and the Five of Wands energy at the center of it all, right? Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform, right? Especially your relationship with yourself, because once you stop playing into that negative energy, then you truly can heal. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And we also have an energy of soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So that's it. What is it you want? Do you know, are you ready to heal? Are you ready to move past this cycle, you know, and really do that feminine, you know, tapping into that feminine energy and allowing yourself to move past all of this past energy, no longer being bitter about it, but just simply cutting it out, wish it away. What is it you really want? Bring that in with the bay leaves. Again, let me know what you guys would like to see as far as videos. Hit the like button, the bell, and subscribe notifications, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.